Ladies as well as gentlemen, Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We're in the middle of a Hunter Arena, and I think this deck is really good. I wouldn't be surprised if I, lost at 3-3 or whatever, but, I think it's a good deck. I think it's actually stronger than the Shaman deck I had in my last video, which is saying a lot. It's got, a decent amount of beasts, like high-quality ones to fuel a Buzzard. It's got some removal with some kill commands and some deadly shot, and I think pretty much all the cards are quality cards. There really weren't any, bad cards. Oftentimes I complain, oh, finally I'm second against a rogue. God, about friggin' time. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, this looks good. Anyway, I often complain that I have, crap commons, but in this run, I have had very good common cards. There's almost not a single, bad card in here. Okay, so I don't want to coin this Buzzard out. That seems foolish. Not only is that Buzzard very likely to die, but I don't even have a beast to follow it up with. If this were like a snake trap, I would have coined it out and then played Buzzard behind it, but since it's an explosive trap and attacking the Buzzard would not trigger it, I really don't see much of a point in playing it. Mad Bomber! Alright, I lose the Mad Bomber coin flip. Fair enough. I could Deadly Shot it. I could also play Explosive Trap. So here it's just a matter of how risky I want to get. I mean, the absolute safest play is just to play a Starving Buzzard and then try to trade the Mad Bomber into it. Another play is to play Explosive Trap and use that to burn out the Bomber, but I'm going to hold on to the Explosive Trap for better things. I'm just going to play the Buzzard. This pretty much throws away the card drawing potential of this card. However, I've got some card draw with the Acolyte of Pain, and I might be able to get some card advantage with the Explosive Trap and with the Twilight Drake being huge. Okay, well, balls. That is bad, times a lot. Now the Explosive Trap is not going to finish off this Cleric. I think what I'm going to do here is accelerate out a little bit and play Ascension. My opponent can, of course, use the Mad Bomber plus a dagger to kill this, but that would be half of her mana, and then I'll be able to play the Twilight Drake behind it and try to deal with the Cleric. But Shattered Cleric, man, such a good freaking card on turn 3 when you got a 2-drop to stick. It's a good thing I didn't play Explosive Trap, because that would have been a waste of the trap. That would have been really, really sad. The only way I could have avoided this is to coin out a Deadly Shot to kill the Mad Bomber that way, and I don't think many of us would consider that to be a good play. Well, here comes the dagger and the obvious kill. I do not mean obvious in the sense of demeaning my opponent's skill or ability, just what we already knew was possible without any additional information, is what I mean when I say obvious. Okay, Arcane Shot doesn't quite do it against that Shattered Sun Cleric. We'll just play a 4-6. It's a little bit better than a Chillwind Yeti. Biggest fears, Silence or Assassinate. Silence is probably worse because that would put a creature on the board and let her kill this for free. Assassinate would at least cost her whole turn and a card and not add anything to the board. So Silence, I guess, would be the worst fear. Having just finished talking about how I think Silence is overrated, I'm now talking about how much I am afraid of a Silence. Anyway, whatever, we'll see what she's got. A good turn here from my opponent would pretty much seal the game in her favor. Pretty much. A slow turn or an unimpressive turn would allow me to catch up. I would kill the Shattered Sun Cleric, which would mean then that the Twilight Drake was good for at least 2 cards, if not more. Please play a creature that does nothing. Ah, interesting. Well, that is... Oh my god, are you attacking the... Jesus! That's not right. There is no way that was the right play. I do not stand by that play at all. I think that was totally wrong with my opponent. You don't want to whack this for 1 damage just for the heck of it. That makes no sense. Okay, well anyway, unfortunately I don't have my wolf here or any other buff, so I can't buff it enough to kill the Senjin. What I could do, of course, is use it plus Arcane Shot to finish Senjin off. I could take a bit of a risk and play a Deadly Shot, which would have a 50-50 chance of killing this, and that would be great, because then I could also kill the Shattered Sun Cleric. If the Deadly Shot whiffs and kills that, then that sort of blows. Well, I'm going to go for it, because I think this coin flip is going to basically win me the game if it hits the Senjin. I mean, I have such card advantage here, I think it will just win me the game, and so I'm going to give myself the opportunity to get lucky, like good players do. And I whiff. Well, that sucks. So we're going to have to go for our backup plan here, which is to use Arcane Shot. Kill that. So I'm not super happy that Deadly Shot killed the Shattered Sun Cleric, but again, I think that was such a that would have been such a turnaround blow if I had hit this engine that it was worth taking the chance. So what else could I have done with my 3 mana? Well, I could have played like a Shattered Sun or Acolyte of Pain, I suppose, but keep in mind that Shattered Sun Cleric would have still been on the field, so it wouldn't have been that great. My opponent has 4 less life than she should, because she just whacked this Twilight Drake with her dagger. I think she was a little bit overzealous about that. And she gets to finish this off because she did actually use the dagger that time. Fair enough. Now, what's awkward about this Acolyte is that I cannot play this Abomination because then the Acolyte will get to draw 2 cards. Oh, man. I don't see anything better, though. This Houndmaster is sad without any beasts. Explosive Trap is really, really sad without spell damage. This guy's just going to die. Yeah, I guess we're going to play this. Oh, man. That coin flip on the Deadly Shot was sad. That really could have determined the whole game, basically. So right now, she can use the dagger plus the SI agent to kill this. It'll damage the Acolyte of Pain, causing it to draw a card. So it'll be good for 2 cards. She will go down a fair amount of damage for that. She's going to do it differently. She's going to backstab. So she preserves 4 health, but spends a card, which is totally reasonable. She's got nothing for 7 mana, which is definitely a good thing. Oh, is she going to use the Acolyte of Pain and the dagger? It's a bit risky. It's a bit risky against a hunter. Against a hunter who can damage you for 2 per turn to go down to 16 health. I mean, you really can't get hit by anything anymore at this point. Maybe she's trying to race me out? I don't know. I think it's a very strange decision. Imp Master. Okay, well, the Imp Master, it's interesting because the Explosive Trap obviously finishes off the Imps. I don't want to cash it in just yet, though. I have a kill command, no beasts. Although it might be nice to preserve my health from this guy. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do Explosive Trap. We'll do an Acolyte. And I could do a Mana Wraith, but I think I want to actually Steady Shot her. Because that could be my main way of winning. I mean, the Explosive Trap sets her down to 12 already. She's then 6 turns away from dying. She's smartly going to draw me a card, because this guy was dead to an Explosive Trap anyway. So this is a bit of savvy play. Really, the only weird play that my opponent made, I would say, was attacking the Twilight Drake for absolutely no reason. And also, her decision to whack my Abomination against a Hunter, I think, was a bit of a dubious one. Still waiting for a beast. Once I draw a beast, I'll be fine. I'm a bit low on beasts in my deck. I've already used the buzzard, but then again, the buzzard was the only beast I've played, so like all the animal companions and stuff are still in here.
You gotta be kidding me!
Well, that's a bit scary. Even with a kill command, I cannot kill that thing. Oh man, I might be in trouble. I might be in trouble. Frostwolf Warlord is not the hero that Gotham needs. Okay, what I'm going to do here is play Mana Wraith and Steady Shot. I mean, it's going to be close. This thing will kill me in essentially 2 turns. But I think that was my best chance to pull out the victory here. Deadly Poison. Alright, she's going to keep on whacking me all the way down to the bitter end here. Well, now if I draw a beast, I actually win the game with Steady Shot and Kill Command. She is playing a very high-risk strategy. But if I don't draw the beast right now, then yes, I do in fact lose the game. Because Kill Command without a beast only deals 3 damage. So I'd say that my opponent's probably going to beat me because my odds of drawing the beast are low. Oh, I got one. So that's nice. Let's just be very precise. We're going to kill off the Mana Wraith first. Now we can play the Grizzly, Kill Command, and the Steady Shot. So anyway, I got lucky there, but I would say it was a bit more complicated than that. So yes, I top decked and got a win, but I don't think this was a scenario of I win because of a lucky top deck. I think that what happened is that my opponent made bad strategic choices, getting her life down way too low. She could have maybe not won quite as quickly, but she could have definitely still been in a winning position without being within reach of a kill command. And she chose not to do that, so she gave me the out that she should not have given me in the first place. So how could she have done things differently? Well, you know, against the Twilight Drake, She didn't have to hit it with the dagger. It eventually enabled the Drake to die to the SI agent, but that was a bad move because the Drake could have gotten healed in the meantime, or any number of things could have happened to it. Could have gotten buffed or something like that, so that was a mistake. She also hit the Abomination with her dagger for an extra 4 damage to preserve one of her creatures, and I don't think that was worth it either. Alright, well, here we'll keep this hand. This is fine. So we have removal, we have a play, and we have some more removal. But we're up against a mage, Nis the mage. Basically, I just expect to lose against mages these days, unless I have a particularly mage-resistant deck. A mage-resistant deck would be one that has a lot of endgame creatures like Boulder Fist Ogres, say. But this deck, while it has some endgame creatures, it doesn't have that many. So I would not call this one particularly mage-resistant. Well, she has a fast start with this Leper Gnome. I think I will actually cash out my Bluegill Warrior. The alternative is to let it get hit by the Ooze, but I think that if I play the Ooze and she has removal for the Ooze and she can hit me more times with this Leper Gnome, I don't want that to happen. I think that's what's so annoying about mages is they can burn you out the way an aggro deck does, but they obviously have lots of control as well, which is extremely irritating. Alright, this is a really annoying creature, and unfortunately, unlike in the last game, I don't have a deadly shot for it. So what I'm going to have to do instead is, well, I'm going to keep this because it's a beast. I'm going to play this here. Let the Scarlet Crusader kill my Ooze, and then I hope to get my value back by her playing another creature that'll die to an explosive trap. It's a bit of a far hope, definitely, but it's the best hope I have. Well, she doesn't play anything. That's actually really irritating. Well, I guess we'll do the Twilight Drake then. It's a Chillwind Yeti, so it holds up against the Scarlet Crusader, even with the Fire Blast. If I can kill the Scarlet Crusader and live to tell about it, this will be getting me back some of my card advantage. Damn it! If only she had played this before, an Explosive Trap would have been so good. Now with her OP hero ability, she gets to kill my thing. God damn it. Ugh. Well, we do have a lot of late game here, so if my opponent has a really janky deck, it's possible that I'll be able to win just by playing Ogre and Harpy, but I doubt it. I mean, Fireballs and Polymorphs take care of both of these. Plus, she has tons of cards, so even if she just, you know, freezes them or runs multiple creatures into them, she can still be perfectly fine. I forgot to Steady Shot. Oops. That was sad. She's in fact going to use her OP hero ability again to kill my beast. Explosive Trap is still not good enough. Ugh. Well, Deadly Shot's terrible here. We'll just play the Harpy, I suppose. It's a bit more aggressive. I need to start dealing lots of damage, or else I have no chance in this game whatsoever. Yeah, forgetting the Steady Shot there, that was a bit sad. Oh goodness. Well, Deadly Shot has a very small chance of killing that thing, unfortunately. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to kill command this, and just take my chances. Okay, that was great. That was great. That Deadly Shot had to hit, or else I had no chance in this game. Ugh, this game sucked. Frickin' mages. This mage didn't even play any mage-specific cards. It was just her hero ability that did it for her. Frostbolt. Oh, man. Alright, we'll play this and the Explosive Trap. That would probably have been better as a Freezing Trap here, because Freezing Trap would activate when my Ogre is attacked. She's going to test for the Explosive Trap first, which is quite canny. The Divine Shields go away. It's not really that big of a deal. I guess more precise would have been to attack my Ogre first to pop the Divine Shield. Oh boy. This is pretty ugly. I'm going to draw a card and concede. She's ahead in every single metric, and also by a mile in every single metric. Yeah, that's over. Well, the Mage hero ability wins the game for her, because that's what that ability does. And we're moving on to the next game. Hopefully against someone who is not a mage. Anyone who is not a mage is fine by me. It'd be a bit of an exaggeration to say that mages are like what rogues used to be, but only a bit. I think we're really starting to head in that direction, where you see tons of them, and they win a lot. Okay, who's my worthy opponent? Anyone but a mage, please? Thanks. Rogue is fine. Seeing more rogues than I used to, actually. Didn't used to see this many rogues. Alright, we got a good removal card here, a good 3-drop, some removal. We'll pass back the Frostwolf Warlord. I don't see it very likely against a rogue to be able to play that out. And you know what? Karma's paying me back a little bit because I used to always go first against rogues. Now this is the second rogue this arena against whom I have gone second, which is some nice insurance. Pass the turn. Thank you. Deadly Shot. Alright, well, we have all of our removal here. We have the one big thing, the targeted thing, the charging. She's got a dagger here for me. That's totally fine. Animal Companion, I'd probably want the 4/4, honestly, just because it's the biggest one, but whatever, I'll take any of them here. Oh, I don't actually get to play an Animal Companion yet, do I? Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to coin out this Animal Companion, even though it means my Twilight Drake is a bit smaller. I got the worst one, yay! Even though it means my Twilight Drake is a little bit smaller, I think it's important to put the pressure out there so that if she plays something here, I can Deadly Shot it and keep on going. Seeing a lot of Scarlet Crusaders in this draft, so it'll be nice to, you know, pop it out. Backstab. Okay. And that thing. Here is where I'd like to have my explosive trap. Sadly, it is not to be. Well, let's play this bear. And we're going to swing by. So she needs to hit this bear with her dagger or trade both of her creatures to finish it off. Which is giving a card advantage because this all came from one card, so she gets to use it and the dagger to kill off both my creatures. But she also used a backstab on this, so I'd say we're even Stevens, actually, in the end. And then this is going to be a 4/6 Twilight Drake, which is very good.
So many options.
What does that do? That allows her to use the dagger to finish this off. I see. Fair enough. No beasts just yet, but this is fine. Threatening to get some value here. Man, you know what song is stuck in my head? Don't play a Northshire Cleric! Don't play a Northshire Cleric! Anyway, this is actually fine. So I'm getting some mad respect for Deadly Shot in this particular arena. It has been clutch for me in a couple of games now. So, here's the thing. If I play the Buzzard, it's at risk of death. I'd rather just play it on my turn. But then again, I've got things to do with my mana. We'll take the risk. We'll take the risk. Yeah, it might die, and then I don't get a card off this Animal Companion. But at the same time, it is going to use up some of her removal to take this out. It's like a 2-mana removal magnet, which is pretty decent. And I got things to do next turn. I got to play this. I got to play this, potentially. I got to play this Animal Companion and Kill Command, potentially. There's stuff I need to do. I can't afford to just steady shot instead of putting stuff onto the board here. 2/2 for 2 is not great, but it is a body, and it is having an impact on the game by forcing my opponent's removal. Well, that's literally the worst thing that my opponent could have played probably against me from my point of view. Because it killed my creature and put a body on the board. Luckily, this Bluegill Warrior is good. Swing for 4, and I'm just going to play the Silvermoon Guardian. Now, the reason for this is it inhibits some of her plays. It's a kind of removal card because you can cash in the Divine Shield for 3 damage. And I want to save this in case I desperately need to be able to deal 5 damage. I want to be able to play this and then play the Kill Command all in one go. Plus, I know what this is. While the Animal Companion is a 4-value card at 3 mana, it is random, so it's nice to just know what you're putting down.
So many options.
Well, we got 6 cards to 6, and actually, that means that my opponent got a little bit ahead because she was the first player, so I should have an extra card as a second player. I will get an extra card if I can use the Twilight Drake or the Divine Shield to kill something without losing the creature.
I wonder.
She's gonna assassinate that. Wow. That's most of her turn, and I don't really mind that.
Yeah, beat it.
She's another one of those things. Man, I'm so glad. I am so glad that I was the second player here. This would have been a huge pain in the ass if I had been first. Alright, we got a big taunter here. Let's just go ahead and kill her stuff. So, still not quite achieving card parity because those 2 guys came from the same card. So notice again, it's 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. But if I can kill this thing, then I'll be catching up on cards. And this is a pretty good follow-up play too, with 2 taunters to protect it. This Harpy, and 1 assassinate already gone. This Harpy might actually survive to start swinging for 8 damage, which would be nice. My opponent is a rogue, so she has no recourse. If I get her down low and left on life, the steady shot will just win me the game. In fact, if she doesn't kill anything right now, is 11 damage down to 11. Down to 6. Down to 4. I mean, she's practically dead if she doesn't disrupt me right here. And her dagger does not count anymore. She can't afford to take any more damage. These are all, like, pretty solid, you know, hard-hitting mid-game creatures. Do not dismiss creatures with 3 and 4 power. They hit pretty hard. Wow, she's actually gonna hit that thing. She's got a betrayal. I see. Well, if she has a betrayal, then no, she doesn't have betrayal. Why is she hitting this thing? I don't understand. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna complain. Let's play the Wind Fury Harpy, steady shot. We're just going for the kill here. I have no idea why she hit that with the dagger. So notice a betrayal would have killed off both of my creatures for 2 mana, which would have been, you know, pretty good. Now I think she just loses. Well, she just loses. Even without a beast on the field, steady shot plus kill command gets it done. I even have an arcane shot as backup in case of life gain. Assassin's Blade. Well, I'm afraid you cannot, afraid it's too late, my friend. Too late. I've got the kill already. So she's stabilized. She has card advantage, barely. But, yeah, we'll just do it simply. And Demul the Rogue goes down. Well, everyone here who wasn't a mage not only lost, but lost pretty convincingly. So let's go ahead and keep at it with this arena run and hope we can make it to 6 or 7. Oh, it's actually already up to 4. I thought that was my 3rd one for some reason. Well, great. We're 2 away from a success, 3 away from extra success. And, yeah, I'm feeling good about this deck. I don't know if I'm losing the mind game against mages, where whenever I see a mage, I immediately feel dispirited and therefore play not as well. Like, missing that steady shot against that one mage didn't matter, but it's a mistake I might not have made against other classes. Beefheart, the Paladin. That's a great name for a Paladin, actually. Quite fitting. Alright, so we're first here. Don't care, because I don't need to be second against a Paladin. We'll pass that back. And I'm going to keep both of these. This is a card I don't really mind playing on turn 4, is the thing. And the Acolyte of Pain I want to keep, because it's a good mop-up crew against these recruits. Arcane Shot's nice to see in case of an early Knife Juggler or some other 2-drop. I'll totally use it on turn 2. Well, that's not quite as good. It's stealthy, so I can't kill it. Deadly Shot would kill it, but not yet. And I don't really want to Deadly Shot this thing, of course. So this is going to be a little bit of a slow start. I have to play the Acolyte of Pain, and I'm already kind of on the back foot as he puts stuff on the board. Oh, that's actually really irritating. Oh, man. I can't kill this with Arcane Shot. Balls. Alright, let's drop the Animal Companion then. That was probably the best one that I could have seen. Just because it taunts and his creatures need help before they can kill it. It's got a coin and True Silver Champion, or Dark Iron Dwarf, perhaps. Oh my gosh, that's really awful. Well, this game, he just got off to a really super fast start. Now, if this thing were not a fucking Fairy Dragon, I could actually just Arcane Shot it and Deadly Shot and still be in the game. But as it is, yeah, I should have played this other Animal Companion and hope for the best. Alright, it's actually pretty good. So, we'll kill off his big card. Bemoan the fact that this thing is untargetable. And then look forward to playing this, actually, because this will actually kill the Fairy Dragon. Even if he True Silver's champions it or whatever. 2 Fairy Dragons, okay. Well, that's nice. As long as he doesn't have a silence, this Abomination is good for a board clear, and then I catch up a bit. Wow, Explosive Trap, huh? That does kill his stuff as well. We'll save it for later, though. Let's get this thing down right now. I want to make sure that he doesn't, like, buff those things and save them or something like that. Alright, looks like he didn't have an answer to it, so he just, without remorse, put stuff down. That tiger is all pretty and stuff, but Deadly Shot has been very good for me. Don't overestimate Deadly Shot, though. I mean, we've seen it be terrible. It just happens to have been good so far. So it killed off his really good creature. At this point, I'm kind of out of outs against big stuff, so if he starts to drop lots of late game on me, I'll be in trouble. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. It's terrible. Well, shit. I could play this, and I will. Although the Twilight Drake is tempting there. It doesn't kill the Kodo. I just want to kill his stuff off here. Oh my god. Kodo on the Acolyte. I really needed those cards very, 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 very badly. Now you can play Recruits without worrying about it. I mean, I can get some kind of makeshift value by killing this if I am allowed to, if he doesn't put Divine Shield on it or something. Or do that. But he's just trying to race me down here, it looks like. Oh, he's gonna Panda it, huh? Well, nothing of mine currently dies to that tiger, or to the Kodo, so I'm okay with it.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Well, I could pop Divine Shield and kill this thing, or I could just use the Tiger's Health. Let's just go ahead and Twilight Drake it up. We're going to... I could use Explosive Trap, but I'm just going to use Arcane Shot while it's good. And let's actually Steady Shot him and kill off that bear. So without any help, this recruit can't quite kill the tiger. Paladins, of course, have lots of buffs, but even a Blessing of Kings, it would still only trade. Blessing of Kings would kill the Drake, though. Hammer of Wrath. Well, he's getting more card advantage. That's distressing. And he's gonna do that. True Silver Champion. Oh my god. Well, he's getting even more card advantage. Luckily, I can ooze this weapon out. So he's gonna have 4 cards to my 4 after I play the ooze. The fact that the Acolyte of Pain got Kodo'd hurts so much, I can't even handle it. I don't want to play this and waste the surprise. We're just gonna do this and Steady Shot him some more. I think we're at the point where we need to start to try to consider burning him out, potentially. I mean, 6 damage a turn is pretty good. We're basically equal on cards. He draws up to 5, then I draw up to 5. He's a paladin, so no built-in life gain. I just hope he doesn't have the Justice guy. That is a common, but I hope he doesn't have it. Harvest Golem. The Knifeling is not super relevant at the moment, although of course it is extremely irritating. Okay. Well, let's take a look very carefully at the situation. I can hit him for 6, 10, 12, 14, then I have 16 in the back. I think that is the most likely way that I can win. It's a bit risky. He could play the Justice guy, but I feel like I'm behind, and I feel like it's worth it for me to just go for the throat here. I mean, even without Explosive Trap, I'm already threatening a kill. He's going to have to start trading some stuff in a subpar fashion, barring help from his hand, of course, in order to just stay alive here, even. This is an important thing where I know we always talk about looking for the win, but you shouldn't always just look for the win. You should also sometimes look for like a close enough type of a thing. Because I think that was absolutely the right strategic decision for me to make there. Yes, it's bad if he has healing, but other than that, I'm going to have the win here. Alright, he's going to go ahead and kill off the Senjin. Now he obviously has to deal with this guy. He's going to trade on the Knife Juggler, which is very reasonable. Blessing of Kings on that thing. Okay, I'm getting a little bit low here, actually. It's a bit scary, but fortunately for me, I can play this, this, and this. So if he attacks me, the Explosive Trap finishes him off. He needs life gain here or bust. I mean, even without the Explosive Trap, I win. The thing is that basically, if he buffs one of his creatures, he could have actually killed me this turn because he's already got 7. But the Explosive Trap is insurance. It wins me the game on his turn. So that's that. Notice how he attacked with his 1/1 minion. That was absolutely the correct move. I mean, if it was Explosive Trap, he loses no matter what. So you might as well assume it's not. And attack with your little guy just in case of a freezing trap. And he made the correct move, but it was an Explosive Trap. So props to me for drafting that card. And that was a good game. And also props to me for making the correct strategic decision. I think if I had, like, you know, just played the Argent Commander and, like, killed one of his things, and then played the Beluga Warrior and killed his Knife Juggler, I think that I would have just lost to card disadvantage, given that he had a Consecration incoming. Because after the Consecration, he could have killed off my board, and then I would have just been in trouble. Linu the Paladin. I believe this is a different Paladin. It's unfortunate what's happening here. I don't really want to play the Ooze on turn 2, because True Silver Champion's a common that Paladins pretty much always take, but I will play it on turn 3, let's say, if I haven't gotten a better option. Ah, Loot Hoarder, perfect. I will play that on turn 2. Now, it sucks against Paladins, of course, because their recruits can kill it off, but the nice thing is that it draws me a card and it takes out a recruit, so I would say in the end, it breaks even, and I'm pretty happy to break even, given this sort of mediocre starting hand. Okay, Loot Hoarder's nice. He didn't have a turn 1 coin play, and that means with this Grizzly I can potentially protect this Loot Hoarder. At least make him kill the Grizzly first.
One shot.
Elven Archer. Well, it's good news and bad news there. On the one hand, my Loot Hoarder died. On the other hand, this is a horrifically bad card, so if my opponent's playing with cards like that, I should be able to pick up an advantage. We'll see how it goes.
I can't do that.
So the Loot Hoarder drew me a card once I kill this Elven Archer. I'm essentially a card ahead, which is cool. The Moment of Truth is next turn. Do I have a reasonable thing to do besides play the Ooze? If not, I'll have to just suck it up and play it. I do believe I have 2 Oozes in this deck, so I could always get another out. That is a murderously unimpressive card, because I can just kill it. And in fact, I will kill it. So, let's think. Kill this thing. Do I leave it alive to die to the Elven Archer? Or do I Arcane Shot the Elven Archer? Do I play the Ooze? Alright, we're going to do this. I'm going to kill this. And the reason I'm doing this is, if he doesn't play a Consecration right now, I can play a Frostwolf Warlord as a 6/6 and build up a huge lead. Now, if he plays the Consecration, he's got 6 cards to my 5, so it's not great, definitely, but I've got good cards coming up, so I should be alright. Consecration is, after all, but 1 card. So if he doesn't have that 1 card, I'm in good shape. Even if he has Troops Over Champion, he can kill the bear and the Ooze, fine, but I still get my 5/5, which is fine enough. Even if he has Consecration, I can play this Tiger, and then I can actually play Frostwolf Warlord as a 5/5. Aha, no Consecration. He's going to try to go for a Knifeling to kill off this bear.
Don't mess.
Oh, he gets 2 Knifelings. That was a really good move. Hit my face, please. Hit my face, please. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. That was very fortunate. But whatever, man. I'm due a break. Let's go ahead and do this. And once my 6/6 is in order, we'll just trade creatures, I think. And we're in good shape. So he's got 5 cards to my soon-to-be 5, but my 6/6 squares off against a 1/1, so I'd say I'm in pretty good standing. If he plays a big thing like a Ventricle Mercenary, I can just pop off this boar and use Deadly Shot to finish it off. Now, I know you're not supposed to let Paladins keep creatures, but it is tempting just to start swinging for 6 damage, because that is a lot of damage.
Give me a quest.
He has the humility. Oh my god. Well, this guy will have to be a minion sweeper then. I don't really want to play the Abomination. Let's do this. And think. I can play the Tiger, it's a bit more aggressive. But the problem is, if he plays a bunch of stuff, Deadly Shot might not be reliable for killing off this Questing Adventure. So let's just go ahead and Deadly Shot this while we can. And play a bear. That humility. It's a respectable card. You have to respect it. Because, I mean, without it, he'd just be in terrible shape here. With it, he's got a pretty decent chance. Now, I happen to have drawn a lot of my endgame cards, which is nice. So I can, like, play a Tiger and Steady Shots, and Wind Fury Harpy, or I can just play Wind Fury Harpy. We'll see how it goes. Ooze is pretty much irrelevant. Although it does kill my bear, which is a bit sad.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to trade. I'm ahead on cards, you see. And I can start playing something and Steady Shotting every turn. And I mean, this is like, you know, assuming this guy's used to mop up recruits. This is 5 damage, which is a fair amount of damage. Next turn I play the Wind Fury Harpy and Steady Shot again. I mean, his life total is really going to plummet unless he can disrupt me. That is not going to do it. My Warlord will be very happy to mop that thing up.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Do I sacrifice 5 damage to stop him from having a recruit? I think so, actually. I think because I have card advantage here, And because I have such good cards, I can afford to be a little bit slow. So yeah, that recruit essentially healed him for 5 and did a damage to my tiger. However, because I've got the card advantage here, and the board advantage, and even a little bit of life advantage, I feel like I can afford to play it safe, and then that way if he has like Blessing of Might, Blessing of Kings, Argent Protector, lots of different Paladin cards, they're all totally shut off. And the possibility of shutting off all of his buff spells, I think is worth, 5 damage on his face. If I were holding on to a deadly shot, maybe I would act differently. But playing this Wind Fury Harpy, leaving a 1-1 on the board is just, I think, dumb against Paladins. They could have a Blessing of Kings and just kill this thing off with their recruit. No reason to open yourself up to that if you can reasonably avoid it.
I wonder.
Alright, here comes another recruit.
Reporting
Fine.
for duty.
And a Sea Giant. Okay, that's a bit scary. Unless I draw my other deadly shot, I really don't have an answer to that. Let's go ahead and mop up the recruit with our recruit mopper-upper. And I think we'll play a taunt here. This guy would deal 6 damage to the Sea Giant. Then this Warlord would die, sadly. Could also just play a Senjin, who deals 3 giants to it. Or you know what, let's actually play an Animal Companion. Let's see what Animal Companion we get before we do anything else. Got the Leok, that's actually just fine by me. So what that does is it actually buffs this Wind Fury Harpy. I'm hitting him for kind of crazy damage now. And yeah, let's just play a Senjin. So if he wants to get at my harder hitting creatures, we'll have to work for it. He'll have to silence this or do something else to it. Otherwise the Giant's hitting my least important creature, and then this stuff is gonna just kill him off. But he's got Justice, but I'm actually, well, I was praying really hard not to see it in my last game. I'm very lucky that he happened here, because it's just not enough. I have so much power, it's just not enough damage to stop the loss. So yeah, I got lucky that this Paladin had the Justice rather than the last one, because now I just win. Now he's making a recruit and passing a turn. Let's see if he's going to give away the fact that he's lost by saying, well played. Nope, he's just, because look, maybe I'll trade into the Sea Giant or something. Maybe I don't realize that I'm winning. So, smart play on his part, but even smarter play on mine, and Linu the Paladin goes down. Alright, I think I took some calculated risks in that game, and I believe they were the right ones. Granted, it's easy to say that because I ended up winning. Here we have a successful arena. We had another successful arena recently. That arena, sadly, was not extra successful, so I would like to get some extra success here, and I've got even one margin of error here, one game that I can afford to lose. Since I changed my spreadsheet to make 6 wins a success, Hunter has actually shot up in success rate from like 20% to 60%, because I had a lot of Hunter runs that were ending at 6, so if I can break this hurdle as Hunter, I'll be happy. Motherfucking Mage! Did I have to play the Mage at 6 wins? Bill Self. Okay, whatever. Well, we'll keep everything here. The Loot Hoarder, it just dies to the hero ability and then draws a card, so it's sort of like I waste 2 mana to make her waste 2 mana, but if I got nothing else to play on turn 2, I might as well make her waste her turn 3. Oh, don't play Northshire Cleric. Don't play Northshire Cleric. Oh, that actually sucks a lot of donkey dongs. Fuck. Oh, man, that's terrible. Oh, my opponent probably has no idea how terrible that is for me. Argent Squire's a real bitch. And now Deadly Shot doesn't kill that thing. Oh, my God. Well, we're just going to have to pray here, folks. We're just going to have to pray that this is not the Leok. Okay, the bear's actually the best one I could have gotten. None of them were that great, but the bear's the best one. So now she'd have to trade her creature, her Divine Shield, and hero ability to kill this if she doesn't have any help. Frostbolt, of course, simplifies things tremendously. Oh, right, she can just... yeah, that's right. She can keep the Argent Squire around and just trade her Amani Berserker by enraging it herself and then trading it in for my bear. Mad Bomber, interesting choice. So she gambled that the Mad Bomber would enrage the Berserker, and that gamble was a failure. Man, if one of the bombs hadn't hit this, she'd be really screwed. Now at least she can trade 2 for 1 into the bear, but that clearly is not what she was hoping to have happen with her life. Yeah, she should have just enraged her Berserker and killed it. Man, okay, I catch a little bit of a break against this mage. She plays a Mad Bomber for no reason whatsoever. Loot Hoarder on turn 3 I think is legit because, 4 mana is where your opponent starts having like Chillwind Yetis and whatever, so she might not want to necessarily play Deadly Shot here. In fact, she doesn't, or hero ability here. Okay, what we're gonna do, I think, is just take it easy. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Direwolf Alpha. Okay, that's nice. And we're going to play the Senjin. I could, of course, kill this with a Deadly Shot, but that's a bit weak. I would rather play this and then hope that I live to see the wolf drop down and kill this thing off for good. Okay, well, we're starting off well against this mage. That is for sure. Frostbolt is a bit irritating. Now she gets to kill the thing and live to tell about it. It all depends, though, on how good the rest of her turn is. She seems to have a slow turn, which is fine. Okay. This turn actually kind of sucks. I want to play the Wind Fury Harpy. I can't. I want to play this guy and my wolf. I can't. But the Tiger's kind of a perfect top deck, so we're going to go ahead and drop him down. And alright, I think we're doing alright. I mean, anything can happen now, but this survives Flame Strike. This barely survives Flame Strike. And I'm actually probably just going to Houndmaster down this Tiger. It should be good for a lot of kills, I think. Yeah, let's just do this. So we'll kill off her biggest one. And then I think I'm going to play Mana Wraith. It's a bit risky because if she has Flame Strike, everything dies, but you just have to hope that mages don't have Flame Strike sometimes. And I believe that was one of those times. Okay, no Flame Strike for her. That's excellent. Okay, so this is one of the least impressive abominations you will ever see. I can actually Deadly Shot it, but I think I'll just trade my guy in and hang on to the Deadly Shot. So everything goes kaboomo, and the Wind Fury Harpy, I would rather put 2 creatures down when one of them is at 5 health and survives a Flame Strike. I think is better than just putting down 1 creature just in case the mage has single target removal. You want to have some more board presence. Harvest Golem, okay. 9 for a Grizzly. Well, my creatures are better than her creatures. Swampoos. My creatures are, well, they're still better than her creatures, but she has more of her creatures. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Acolyte of Pain, huh? Okay. Let's just do some trades. We'll do this. And let's do this. And I don't want to play this Acolyte at the expense of the Harpy, so we'll just play the Harpy and Steady Shot. Harpy's a little bit in danger here, but it's still a bit risky. I mean, this thing only needs a Dark Iron Dwarf and it can kill the Harpy. Still, though, I'm ahead on cards against the mage, which is very good. Flame Strike now at 9 mana will finish everything off. This is why I think maybe Flame Strike should cost 9 mana. Then the mage cannot Flame Strike plus hero ability. And so 5 toughness creatures can at least survive against that spell in the endgame, which would make a huge difference against mages. Well, she'll obviously ping off the bear. That seems reasonable. Oh, she has a Flame Strike. Fuck! Well, it was only gonna be good for so long. So anyway, we're still doing alright on cards. I mean, I still have 4 cards to her 3, so it's like, I'm okay. It's just my life's getting a little low. Abomination! That is perfect. In fact, I am going to play the Acolyte of Pain here. Barring a silence, this should be good for both of her creatures and a card draw off my Acolyte. Polymorph, no! Ah, come on! Come on! Oh my god, she's gonna nickel and dime me to death here. I need my Explosive Trap, actually. I need my Explosive Trap left. She's been holding on to this very suspicious card here. Ugh. Okay, you know what? Screw this. Let's just do that. Do this. And just play my stuff. So we're in a top deck where she starts out with a life advantage, but I start with a board advantage. So really, if any of these cards are good, then I should be fine. If one of them is like a Pyroblast or something, I think I should be fine as well. If these are just good, solid cards, though, she'll probably beat me. God, I just used my Deadly Shot. Well, I still have another Deadly Shot in this deck somewhere, I think. I don't think I've used the other one yet. So I could draw an out to this, or just my own Boulder Fist Ogre is fine also. Do I 2 for 1? Or do I try to race? I can get her down to 17, she can get me down to 11. I don't think you can go down to 11. Whoops, whoa, 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 whoa. Do things in the right order. That would have been very... Wait, oh jeez, I can't even kill this thing! Oh god. Why did I think that 4 plus 2 was 7? I don't know why I thought that. Well, we're gonna have to throw this away anyway. Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh jeez, I should have just hit her in the face for 4 and thrown the wolf away. The wolf was gonna die to hero ability, but I might as well have used the thing. Okay, this game's over. Oh my god. My opponent had just enough endgame cards, and of course a Flame Strike at the right time. I think a Deadly Shot is still in here, maybe? Potentially? I can do that, shut up! Alright, I don't remember if I've used both Deadly Shots or not. I've actually drawn more cards than she has, because of the Loot Hoarder and because of the Acolyte. She had the Polymorph, and she had the Flame Strike, and that's the game. I wish I could give you like a good life lesson or something from this game, but the only lesson I can see is that my opponent was a mage, and she had Flame Strike and Polymorph. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna deal 19 damage, so wow, she had a lot of endgame actually. She had a lot of endgame. So that's what sucks about mages. They can burn you out, and their control, and they can just put lots of endgame into their deck and like not suffer for it whatsoever. Ugh, so annoying. So both losses here were to mages. I really just think if I like don't see a mage, my odds of getting up to really even 9 wins are staggering. Like really, really strong. This is one of the strongest decks I've played in a while. Not so much because of the hunter cards, but just in general. It just has lots of good cards in it. So as long as I just stop seeing fucking mages. I've already seen, you know, if you think about it, if you're going to play 9 games in the arena, on average you'll only see 1 mage. If everything was being picked equally, of course. So I've already seen above my quota of mages. That's enough now, right? God damn it! Oh my god. CDS Bradley. Oh my god. So obnoxious. Alright, I'm not going to keep this removal. I think I just need creatures. I need to get off to a fast start and hope for the best. Okay, well, we got a fast start here. 2, turn 3, turn 4. This is a real curve. I can actually do all this stuff. So hopefully my mage opponent does not have a fast start herself. Oh my god. If I lose this game and lose at 6 wins with all 3 of my losses going to mages, I am going to be so pissed off. There will not even be words. I mean, at least it was a successful arena. At least I made it to 6, but the gold is going to become an issue pretty soon here if I don't start getting extra successes every now and then. Pass your turn. Pass your turn. Pass your turn. Pass your turn. No! Well, okay. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. That could definitely be worse. So spies her some time, but it doesn't really threaten me in any way. Okay. Pass your turn. Well, hero ability. Just use your hero ability. Come on. Use your hero ability. Just use your hero ability. No! Damn it. Oh, man. Mages with a fast start are like one of the worst things ever. So I would totally use a Deadly Shot if I could guarantee killing the Worgen, but unfortunately, can't play the Wolf. The Worgen will trade against the Wolf and the Ooze, so I have to Steady Shot here. I think it'd be just a bit too risky to Deadly Shot. I'm not quite that desperate yet. Oh, my God. Mages. Friggin' mages. Oh, she's gonna do that? Generally, I don't really endorse that play. I mean, I guess if you want to be ultra aggressive, but I don't know. Seems risky to me. Well, I mean, it does sort of force her hand. I can't let this hit me again, obviously, so we're gonna Deadly Shot it. Explosive Trap would have been better. It would have let me put the Wolf onto the field as well. But anyway, that was an interesting move by my opponent. She's got 6 cards to my 6, soon to be 7. It's not that big of a deal. I was the second, or I was the first player actually. So yeah, I cut off a card. Okay, that's actually a really good card for her. What I think I need to do here is use the Wolf to buff that, and let's also fling down an Animal Companion just to see. I got the Charging Pig. Crap, the Charging Pig is just gonna die. Well, we'll kill that off. We'll swing for 5. And the Dragonling mechanic was actually shockingly good. The only plus side here is that if she uses this Dragonling to kill off my Huffer, then my Wolf gets to live, which is nice. Oh, 3 mages, 3 losses. Is that what it's going to be? I'm behind now. The Dragonling mechanic gave her some card, and the bad flip on my Animal Companion gave her some card advantage. She's got 6 cards now, it's just to my 5, soon to be 6, but not quite 6 just yet. I might catch up a little bit with this Argent Commander, we'll see. Boy. Well, that Wolf's dead anyway. I could Houndmaster it, use it to kill the Abomination. The Houndmaster goes down to 2, and then it goes down to 1. Yeah, that's no good. Although if I pop the Divine Shield, this also goes down to 1. Right. That's sad. Okay, we're just going to do this then, I think. It's not my favorite move, but I do have back-to-back Argent Commanders now, and she's a bit low on life here, so I might be able to get like some kind of a burn victory if you think about it. Like, this is 4, this is 4, this is, you know, 10. This is like 10 damage. She's down at 9 health. I just wish this hero ability weren't like fucking overpowered, allowing her to kill off my 4-1 without taking any damage. Then I could have dealt even more damage, potentially. Ugh.
Do you like to play with fire?
The Blue Warrior. Interesting. Well, seems like a legit move. Thing about this is, I popped the Divine Shield to kill the Pyromancer, and the Bluegill Warrior is only too happy to run into it, and with this motherfucking overpowered ability, kill off my Argent Commander. Seems kind of sucky. What I think I'd rather do is play this, but then if I play this, she can pop the Divine Shield and kill it with the Wild Pyromancer, so I don't get anything out of that either. Okay, what we'll do is we'll play this, and we'll play this. So this way, she can kill my Acolyte of Pain and draw me a card, but then she can't kill this thing. She is going to pop the Divine Shield, though. Wonder what she has in store for me. She's going to attack past me and play a Blizzard. Let's see. Very risky play this because it draws me an extra card off of my Acolyte. And it also kills off her Bluegill Warrior. And it draws me another card off the Acolyte. Okay, so she's got me down pretty low, which is scary. Alright, well, I think we're going for the burn here, then. Let's go ahead, first of all, start off with an Arcane Shot. Play for Northrend and swing by. Hopefully this mage does not have a polymorph. Or like a pair of fireballs, that would really suck. I don't have any life gain in this deck. I think I passed on a Northern Ring Farseer, but that was all that I had. Alright, this taunt is gonna have to hold, I think. Do you have a fucking Frostbolt? No, you have a Crocolisk. Okay. Well, this taunter is gonna have to hold or else I'm really screwed. So let's just see what happens. We'll play this. We'll swing. We'll just try to put as much on the board as we can. And so where do I send the kill command? At the creature? I think I need to send it at a creature. So I have to hope no Flame Strike, I have to hope no Polymorph. Polymorph is probably the lesser of two evils. Obviously Flame Strike just kills everything and then I lose the game. I don't have quite enough then to kill her off. Oh my god, please don't be Flame Strike. It's Flame Strike! She just top decked it! God damn it! Oh my god. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, we'll do this. We'll swing at this thing. I can't risk getting hit anymore. I'm gonna kill command. I mean, I could have kill commanded her and hit her, and then she'd be at 4 health, but then the odds of me losing were just way too high. You can't be at 7 health against a mage where a fireball just kills you. Well, I'm way behind on cards. My odds are plummeting rapidly in this game. I've already used both kill commands, so I don't have that much burn left. I've used both kill commands and my Arcane Shot. She had the fucking Flame Strike. She had just top decked it. Man. And of course, well now I'm screwed because she can burn me faster than I can burn her. Because she's got 4 cards and she'll get to keep putting stuff onto the board. If she actually has a secret to play here, I'm gonna be very mad. Alright, well, balls. Balls, balls, balls. Alright, let's do this and this. My last faint hope of winning is that this actually gets to attack twice. I can hero ability, and then that's only 10 damage. So I would need to then top deck a source of damage as well. I've already used both Argent Commanders. I've already used both kill commands. I've already used my Arcane Shot. I'm not sure what I have left. I mean, other than Animal Companion, I think I have one more Animal Companion that would have a 2/3 chance of giving me the damage that I need to kill her, assuming this Wind Fury Harpy actually lives the turn, and assuming also that she does not have like a Fireball and a Frostbolt or some other stupid crap. Alright, she's going to polymorph that, which is a very disastrous sign, because why would you polymorph that when you could polymorph the Wind Fury Harpy? So she has to have removal for the Harpy, I assume. She's going to Frost Nova my Harpy, I see, because she's a fucking bitch. Alright, well, now I'm dead next turn if I don't draw some kind of disruption. This bear, I mean, it's probably not even enough to save me at this point, because with 3 cards, she's likely to have some kind of burn as a mage, or a silence or something like that. A silence will win her the game, 4 + 1 is 5 damage. Fireball will also do it. God fucking damn this game. This game was the closest of all my mage games. It is possible that I had a mistake here, that I made a mistake at some point during the game where I didn't race as hard as I could have or something like that, and I might have been able to sneak out the victory playing cards a different way, but I am annoyed. I had a really strong deck. All 3 losses were against mages. Mages suck. Blah! Fuck. Well, I had an arena recently where I saw no mages and went 9-0. I feel like I honestly could have gone 9-0 with this deck, potentially, if I just hadn't seen so many mages. This is the worst pad I've ever seen. 75? Ouch. For 6 wins, that has never been worse, I don't think. 75 is quite low. Let's take a look at our pack. Golden Common. Alright, let's go ahead and disenchant stuff. Do I really... Oh, no, right. Let's go ahead and find those. So we have this... What did I get? Wait. Ice Golden Light Spawn. That can be disenchanted for 50 dust. No problem. And then we have this golden something or other over here. Oh, Alarmabot. What? Okay, I guess I now have my complete set of Alarmabots. Yay! And then golden golden Priestess of Valoon. I do have 2 of those already. Not that that will ever go into a deck, but let's just disenchant this. And that's it. So that was a successful arena. Yet another 6-win Hunter arena. But I think that one was really irritating to see 3 mages in one arena. Because the deck was so good. It even put up a good fight against the mages. It was just they always had their removal, and I shouldn't have seen them in the first place. There should be some kind of a tracker to like stop you from seeing too much of the same class at once. Maybe that'll be something they can implement once more people are playing the game. I doubt it. Anyway, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and or subscribe as my gold continues to plummet. We're going to be playing as Priest, Shaman, or Paladin next time. I'll see you then.